not a conscious rapper, just a rapper with a conscience. Give them real shit, cause I'm beyond all the nonsense. Superstitious know the money's coming when the palm itch. Victory on speed dial, I never call it quits. Some feel a murderous rage when hunger pain comes. Too lazy to get a job, so they aim guns. Daddies out chasing buns, single mothers raising sons. Good kids turning B-boys, now they chase funds. I speak in full detail. I know I might be wrong, but I call dudes bitches quicker than I would a female. Cause most of these guys just run around acting like they got vaginas. No, they don't shine much. I just call it like I see it. It gets ill. So many people distorted by what they think is real. Being a real ass nigga ain't calling it plan. I'm a little too busy being a real man. Word. I still got on my backpack, fitted for the grind. I ain't lose, but I snap back. Put a lot of soul in my music. They can't match that. Nah, they can't match that. Still got on my backpack, fitted for the grind. I ain't lose, but I snap back. Put a lot of soul in my music. They can't match that. Nah, they can't match that. Dedicated to reach greatness, but I'm cursed with not having patience. They said you were doing it unless they talking bad about you. I guess success is weighed by the hatred. That's fucked up, ain't it? The fact that people don't consider you great unless you got a bunch of niggas hating. You gotta stay in tune with who's beside you. Cause niggas that's true get confused with dick riders. Thinking they move with you based on what you provide them. And they eyes you the man, but that's only if you got them. I perform physical surgery on the microphone. They inexperienced don't rap cuts like little doctors. Thinking I move proper. Still down the earth, volcanic with the verse. Niggas know I spew lava. GQ smooth, but still got the juice partner. So watch what you say like you reading a teleprompter. Nigga, you still got on my backpack, fitted for the grind. Might lose, but I snap back. Put a lot of soul in my music. They can't match that. Nah, they can't match that. Still got on my backpack, fitted for the grind. I ain't lose, but I snap back. Put a lot of soul in my music. They can't match that. Nah, they can't match that.
Yeah, that's my boy, Rob Frank. That's the one who was rapping, Rob Frank. I know him personally, so subscribe to that dude's channel. He got some good joints. Just want to give a shout out once again to Information Man for interviewing me. Want to tell him, give him a big shout out. And basically, this topic, but first I want to say, this is your RBG brother, God Hollywood Jr., coming to you with another exclusive video. Hotep Brother Bakari, Hotep RY, just want to give some shout outs here. Hotep Brother Bakari. Today's topic is hand-picked coons. Hand-picked coons. Let me just screen share this. Turn this off. All right, let me turn this off. Let me screen share this real quick. Hand-picked coons. So, hey, there go the queen. Oh, here we go. Okay, what's going on? Here go to Queen Erica Howard in the house. What's good? What's good? And I have another queen right here. What's good? I know who I am. What's good, Queen? I know who I am. Glad you're on board. Thanks for supporting me yesterday. You now thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, sister. Thanks for having my back. Yeah, so it's going to be a great topic. I had to address this because I saw some nonsense. And I just want y'all to go in. Hope Brother Bakari come on there, say his thoughts, but just put in the comment section if y'all want to join in to address it. I'll put the link in if y'all want. But I just saw some nonsense that bothered me. These two main individuals, Kodak Black and this Lil Nas X. I just can't stand these people, man. I just can't stand them. But these people were literally handpicked to really make us to continue this stereotype, and I had to address it. The first thing I want to talk about is Kodak Black. Now, as you can see in a picture here, let me see if I can blow this up. And I'll play the video. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. We'll get to Lil Nas X in a little bit. But this idiot, he has 100 grand. He has 100 grand in his hand, as you can see, and he's throwing it in the ocean. No, Kodak Black is from Haiti. Well, he's African descent, but he's from Haiti. He's Haitian. Yeah, I mean, he is African descent, but he's Haitian. He has 100 grand, and you see him. You see him throwing it. You see him throwing it in the ocean. I'm gonna play the video, and then there's another scene where he flushes the money, $100 bills, $100 bills in the toilet. I'm gonna play you the video. So I don't see, and you see the picture, right? You see it right there, right? You see the picture, right? He's doing this. Did you know what you could do with 100 grand? And you see people, when I play the video, you see people tweeting what he's doing. I'm gonna show you, I'll let y'all look at the video and let y'all be the judge. But it's crazy, and I'm just like, I mean, he's from Haiti. You mean to tell me you can't go back to your country and help those black people over there who's suffering? Matter of fact, we didn't even have to do that. What about the black folks in Florida? Because he's stationed in Florida. You got a lot of black people living in a ghetto in Florida. You mean to tell me you couldn't take that 100 grand and do the mindset? But y'all let y'all. Let me screen share this. I'll let y'all see it for yourself. I'll let y'all see it for yourself. Let me screen share this real quick. I want y'all to take a look at this. I want y'all to take a good look at this. You see all that money he's throwing in the ocean? 100 grand. What a waste. Let me pause. Let me pause this real quick. Now, this person named Marie said, but you can't have an opinion on how a person spends their money. But is it Kodak Haitian? Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere. Imagine if 100 grand went into investing into his fellow Haitians and not tossing it into Atlantic Ocean. Bingo. Bingo. This is, and he's doing this right in our face. Right in our face. Just wasteful. Just wasteful. I just can't believe it. But you didn't see nothing yet. I mean, just cooning. You didn't see nothing yet. It's going to really piss you off in this one. Look at this. All that money.
Let us know your thoughts below. Hit that notification bell after subscribing.
So I just wanted to show that. Let me get this out of here. I want to show that to you, that this man, this boy, I won't call him a man, he'd rather give the money to the fishes. He'd rather give all that money to the fishes than give it to his own people. For his sake, he better never be broke. He better never be broke. I hope every black person, if he becomes broke, I hope every black person to tell him to kiss their ass. Tell him to kiss their ass, and don't support him. Because one day he's gonna run out of money. One day he's gonna run out of money. Wasteful. He'd rather give it. Think about it. The mindset. And you would think the cameraman would say, "Hey, man, that's stupid. Don't do that." But this is something that he wanted to do. Let me read some of your comments here, because I know y'all pissed right now. What did Queen No I Am say? Let me read what she said. I am sure some white man with a boat was out there collecting it as fast as he was throwing it there. Yep. If I was his ancestor, I would drag him into the ocean so he could stop shaming me and my family tree. Yeah. Some people, and I hate this, some black people, some of our people is just taking up space. And I said this before, some of our people are just in a way. They're just in a way. Now, you would think that he come from, he's a brother from Haiti. You talking about the Haitian Revolution? All his people died. People have bled and died just to be free and just to be free. And you would think, damn, this man don't have no respect for the ancestors. It's like, damn, all the people have died just to be free, and this is what you do with money? You rather give it to the fishes than give it to your own people. But he was handpicked. First of all, I don't know if anybody listened to his lyrics. I can't understand a word what he says. I can't understand a word what he says. He's not a rapper. They say he's a rapper. He's not a rapper to me. I don't know what I can't understand a word what he says. I don't even know how he's getting his money. Oh yeah, that's real money. They say 100 grand. That's real money. You could tell just by him in the toilet. It's real money. Ain't nothing fake. Well, let me say this. I hope it's not fake. I hope it's not fake. I mean, let me see. I'm sorry. Let me say. I'm sorry, ball. I hope it's not real money. I hope it's counterfeit. But they said it was 100 grand. They said it was 100 grand. Because if it was counterfeit money, I think they would say it was counterfeit money. Or he will at least come out and say, "No, this is fake money I'm throwing out." But I think it's real money. I really think it's real money. Let's see what this guy says. I sent you the link. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me see. Let me read. It's something deeper. True. Yeah, it could be. I hope it is counterfeit. I hope it is. But it looks real to me. It really does look real to me. I won't put nothing past that dude. I'm sorry. Hell, even counterfeit money, you can get by making it like it's real. But even if it was counterfeit, why would you give people that illusion? You see what I'm saying? Why would you give people that illusion that you throwing out real money, like you don't give a damn about human life? Either way, how you look at it is wrong. It's wrong. And you see him flushing it down the toilet and stuffing it, and like you just like I even heard Michael Jackson, and I like Michael Jackson. I like his songs, so really I like his music. I don't really like him personally. I even heard Michael Jackson. They said that he would literally burn money in the fireplace, like he just burn it. But you got people that's like that. You got people that just wasteful and don't care. They act like they care. They talk about the ghetto. They talk about poor people, but then it's like, doing charity work is one thing, but I don't think people really want charity. I think people just want something. People just want a good job. Like give them work. Give them work. You see what I'm saying? Like we still, like for some reason, our people are still children when it comes down when they're dealing with business. You know what I'm saying? Now Kodak Black, if he could have used that money to give away to a young basketball team, or sort of or like a, I don't know, like a scholarship fund. I mean, there's so much that you can do. And for the unfortunate Black kids, a lot of us are still struggling. I just don't understand the mindset. And then we look silly in front of the world. It's sad. Let me see. Yes, people perish for the lack of knowledge. That's facts. That's facts. Bakari, I sent you the link. Did you get the link in the email? Press yes or no. I sent you the link in the email. You know what? I'll put it in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat. Fuck it. Anybody want to come on, they can come on, talk about this. Just put the link in the chat. I put the link in the chat, Brother Bakar. Anybody want to come on? Come on, let's talk. Let's talk about this because this is serious. What else y'all said? RY, let me see. Oh, okay. Holly Favorite said this proves he's out of control. Needs an intervention. Yes. Somehow people are just out of control. They're out of control. Somehow people don't need money. And it's funny how that's why I said these people are handpicked. They knew about this dude. They knew about this clown. First of all, he can't rap for shit. First of all, his music sucked. So I don't even know how he's making money. His music don't even play on in the airwaves. So who's giving him money? What and that's what Brother Carter. So I just want to know who's giving him money like this. I just don't understand. And then he's polluting, and that's another thing. You're polluting the water with money. So you damn sure don't care about the environment. I'm not gonna sit there and pollute the water with money, with paper. That's crazy. And you can see they're allowing him to do this. Just wasteful. Give me 1 second, brother Carl. I just want to read some comments here. There is a whole pandemic out here. Some people are starving. True. Facts. Going hungry. Facts. Struggling to keep their head over water. Yes. He's online throwing away money. Yes. 100 grand. Did you know what you could do with 100 grand? Oh my fucking God. It's sickening to my goddamn stomach. Dumerville has a goal to build 250 homes for 6,500 each. So far, 58 at 600 has drawn 300 out the office. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Give me 1 second, bro. I'm gonna get to you, brother. Give me 1 second, brother. Give me 1 second. He's trying to be impressive, but failed miserably. Facts. He looks silly. But he thinks I got money, I can throw away. No, dude, you look like an idiot. That's right. Sir Senior, what's good? That's another chef right there. What's good? That's why they are picked them the way he said that's why they are picked. That's why they picked them. They know what they're doing. Exactly. They really, and see, these are the people that they want our kids to look up to. You see what I'm saying? You got people out there, you got a lot of young entrepreneurs that just really, they don't get promoted. That's why it's up to us to promote the best. It's up to us because they're not going to do it. The enemy, that's what they do. That's what the enemy, they'll promote somebody like that. I'm going to get to Lil Nas X. But Brother Bakari, glad you on board. Thank you for coming through. Anybody that want to come through, put the link in the chat. Brother Bakari, you got the floor.
Yeah, I'm just going to be a couple of minutes. I got to run to this meeting, but I want to say this, right? You see how they put this stupidity on, and that become the image, right? What I put in there about Elvis Dumerville was a professional football player that played with the Denver Broncos. Do y'all remember when everybody was talking about how Hillary Clinton had stole money from the Red Cross and didn't build no houses in Haiti? Yes. Well, he's a Haitian brother. He built, those block homes they have to build because of hurricane?
Right.
Those 1,200 square foot homes, $6,500 out of his pocket. And there was another brother from Haiti that went and did the same thing because they said we need to stop begging these people. Now, if you can get a 1,200 square foot home for $6,500 and your people is struggling, look what he could have done with $100,000. Now, the reason I say the money was real, because I don't know if anybody ever seen the fake money that they use for movies and stuff. That's what I was looking for, because I was tricked with that one time. But I was looking for the marking on it. That was real money. That was not movie money. That was not movie money. I've seen it. It's been in my hand several times. I've been around people who, remember I told you one of my buddies used to work at Tyler Perry Studios, right? So I have seen all of that. That was not movie money. The marking for that to be a movie money was not there.
Ooh.
And do you know the ignorant boxer, what's his name? Adrian Broner, when he was real hot. Oh, we don't carry nothing in our pocket less than 50s. So he just go through his wallet, take out all the 10s, 20s, 5s, and 1s, rip it up, and go flush them down the toilet. We don't want nothing like this. We don't want nothing like this. But those are the ones that always get the attention. So I wanted to mention Dumerville because that's a brother who made money in the NFL, and he actually, I forget the other brother name, I'll look him up, but they actually did something real for their people with their money. They went back to Haiti, and they built homes for people that needed homes.
That's good. That's good. Wow.
But you're right. These cats, they are hand-picked. And Lord knows I got more I want to say, but I promised these people I was going to be at their meeting. But it's some people on YouTube that's hands-picked that know how to play on our people's emotions and know how to cause strife in the community. But I ain't going to be on that meeting long if you still here, because I'm going to be listening while I'm in the meeting.
I'll be here, brother. I'm going to try to be here.
I'll be back. Trust me. Peace,
all right,
everybody.
All right, my brother. We see you soon. Oh, man. Shout out to Brother Bakari. Let me read. Okay, Queen I know I am said, I really don't think these black celebrities are allowed to help their people. I agree. I really believe so. Let me finish what she said. If they do, they lose their fame and fortune. Yes, I think that's part of the deal. I really starting to believe that. Because in hip hop was basically anti-white. It started off as a movement. So when you start talking about using stuff like "fuck the police" and what's that other one? "Fight the power." When you start talking about that, when you start looking at like Karis One and I mean, shoot, who else? Who was one of my favorites? What's the other one? Rakim. When you look at these greats, hell, shit, even the Fugees, and they from Haiti. They spoke some real shit. Like hip hop was hip hop. You had some people, some of our black people, and remember, hip hop was owned by us. It was owned by our people. But what happened was, a lot of corporations was like, at first they didn't want to deal with hip hop. But then they saw how many black people started making money. They said, wow, you know what? We can make a lot of money. If we can just give these big, huge advancements, then we can also not only control the music, but we can control them. We would say, oh, don't go to the hood. We'll buy you a nice big house in a white neighborhood. They're all being coached. I believe that they are being coached. Let me see what else. So Senior said, let me read what he said real quick. But do y'all remember the Magic School Bus? Even though it was magic, it was about learning. It was about doing good, and they got rid of everything positive. Yes, that's true. That's true. Facts. Cooking, yes, they're right. You're right. A lot of positive channels are diluted and gone for the kids. That's true, man. Even I was watching like the He-Mans and the She-Ras. all the cartoons that we grew up watching, they always had a message at the end of the cartoon. They always show you, they will tell you, be nice to people, be kind to people. They will always give you that message after the episode. They always say, hey, look what Skeletor did, even though blah, blah, blah. And they was like, always be nice to people. They always give you that positive message. And we used to enjoy those things. But they got rid of that. And I remember like it was yesterday, those cartoons used to be, those kids' cartoons used to be fun to watch. But even if you notice, even the talk shows like Donahue and all these talk shows, it was built. A lot of black people used to be tuned in, but it was like, black people getting a little too smart, getting too big for their bridges. So let's clown them. So let's put them on the the Maury show, and let's see the black woman arguing with the black man and showing the black woman with 5 or 6 kids with different men. It just hip hop, the mumble rap. I can't even understand the word what these people are saying. But it's filthy. They always sexualizing our women, twerking and doing all this filthy stuff. I can't even watch it. I might well just watch porn if that's the case. But if you look behind the scenes, look who's controlling it. Look who's controlling these people. And these celebrities do contribute to and if these celebrities do contribute to the community, it's always something manual, like building movie theaters, like building movie theaters, sports complexes, giving up turkeys during the holidays. That's true. That's true. Facts. Let me see. They signed the contract. Yeah. They sold. It's like they sold their dignity, man. Jay-Z and Beyonce worth over $1 billion together. And what are they doing to better our community? And that's another thing to it. I never can understand this. These people, Jay-Z come from the hood, from Marcy Projects. You saw how your people suffered. Even he had to sell drugs. So even when there's a economic problem, and if you worth that much, you can't do it like a Donald Trump and own a casino or not even a casino or a Jay-Z tower. You know what I'm saying? Make it real, black owned, where you could put your name on a thing called, I don't know, I forgot Jay-Z's real name, Carter. I think his name's Carter. I don't know, I forgot his real name, but I don't know. But you mean to tell me, and this is the reason why, you people, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. You mean you can't invest in a airplane company where you can have your own airline? You got all this sitting up on this money. And you would think black people would say, you know what, let me hook up with Jay-Z, let me hook up with 50 Cent. And let's put a couple of $1 million together so we can own some businesses. We can own some corporations. We could buy up some skyscrapers and make it a corporation. All these great minds just going down the waste, but they want to get on social media and act foolish. Now you got 50 Cent, he's attacking Little Kim. This stupid nonsense. And our people are dying and suffering. But you got this idiot throwing away $100 grand. And even you heard my brother Bakari said that's real money. Real money. And he'd rather give it to the fishes than give it to us. Unfucking believe it. That's why I don't even listen to these people. Real money. Oh my fucking God. That just pissed me off. Let me get into this Lil Nas X, man, because I'm just disgusted with him. That dude is just filthy. Queen, they are doing it. They are doing nothing to push us forward in a meaningful way. Yeah, they really making us look really bad. They really making us look really bad. And then these are the same people that cry about racism. These are the people who say, well, how you feel about racism? How you feel about Donald Trump? And they always want to act like they're, they want to get into politics. And no, you're just as bad. You're no different than the enemy. Look, Lauryn Hill was one of the best rappers, period, but never got the respect she deserved. Facts. I love Lauryn Hill. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Love Lauryn Hill. Okay, his name is Sean Carter. Right. Sean Carter. Imagine Jay-Z had a Sean Carter Tower, right? Or Carter Tower, like Trump Tower. A Carter Tower with his name big on a big ass fucking building, and he in this beautiful hotels, way better than the Trump Tower. Just look way better. Just imagine if he just invested in that. That's what I would have done. I would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna get me I want to outdo Trump. I want to get everything made in gold. Oh man, I got so much. I mean, you got all these brilliant minds, and they just sitting up on money. Just sitting there. None a damn thing. So tell me why I should buy their albums and support them in my hard-earned money. They don't do anything for me. And my people. Yeah, you're right. Facts. I never respected 50 Cent. I don't like that dude either, man. I don't like that dude either. So I just want to show that part. I mean, it's the guy. First of all, I just want to say the guy can't rap for shit. I don't even know why he was on a Breakfast Club looking like an idiot. He wore a ski mask, and I don't know what was that all about. He could barely talk properly, and I said, "Damn, these are the people they put out," and try to make it seem like these are our great hip. These people will be forgotten. I'm telling you, these people are forgotten. They're gonna be forgotten in maybe a year from now. They're gonna be forgotten. And matter of fact, you could tell he's doing it for shock value, because he has nothing. His music ain't selling. So what do you do to keep your name in it? Well, I'm gonna do something that piss people off just to get my name out there. So I'm gonna do something that shock value. So let me just throw some money in the ocean and flush it down the toilet just to get people pissed off at me so they could talk about me. So keep my name in the spotlight. But at the same time, it is backfiring him, because people are like, yo, what the hell are you doing? That's not gangster. That's not gangster at all. Let me talk about this Lil Nas X. Let me screen share this shit. Now, I'm not going to play his video, but I'll show you some pics. I'm not going to show you the pic that he's kissing on some dude. That's fucking gross. I'm not going to screen share that. That's fucking disgusting. But I'm going to show you. This is out of control. But I just couldn't believe what they trying to do. Look at this. Look at this. They this is what they trying to do to our young males now. Trying to get us in a damn dress. Now, I looked under his genre music. He does a little pop. He does a little so-called hip-hop. What they say is hip-hop. That's not hip-hop to me. But He does a little pop music, but it doesn't sound like pop to me. But yeah, this is what they're promoting now. BET is now promoting this now. Now, of course, BET is not owned by nobody black. It's owned by a white person. So I don't even know why they call it BET, Black Entertainment Television. I call it buck breaking entertainment TV. It became buck breaking entertainment TV. This is buck breaking. So just like my brother Bakari said, you don't need to buy Tariq Nasheed's DVD. They throwing it in your face. They throwing you. This is buck breaking. This is buck breaking. Let me read what my sister said here. What's going on here? Okay. That scene did Saxon to Satan was despicable. I lost all interest in him after that. Can't stand even hearing his name now. Facts. Yeah, that was, yeah, I saw that. I said, I almost threw up, man. I'm almost threw up. That shit was disgusting. Like, I really don't like, it's like, see, they throwing a lot of, I noticed they throwing a lot of this gay porn in these videos now. They catering to the LGBT now. And they really pushing that. You know, they really pushing that. And they only going to show our people doing that. Now it becomes a black gay lifestyle now. First it was a white gay lifestyle. When I was growing up, it was only for, you know, they were saying that was a white gay lifestyle. Or I would say death style, really. But now it became a black thing now. But he's also been handpicked of pushing this. So now young kids, they see this and say, oh, well, I want to wear a dress too. Rap was a representative of the politics of the streets. Yes, facts. Because we wasn't heard. Hip-hop was for the unheard. Hip-hop was for the unheard. So we express ourselves through our genre. Okay? It was through our genre. And we got heard. So we talked about the streets. We talked about what was going on in the streets. The poverty, the crime, the economic disadvantages. But see, they had to stop that. They had to stop that because they said, well, damn, because the white man, he don't want to feel guilty. So what he started to say, okay, I'm going to make you a star, but you got to do what we say. So we can replace the real revolutionaries, the real gods of hip hop. We got to replace these guys because these guys is making us make America look bad. So they get these token black folks. They're willing to do anything. They're willing to be a what they call a buck breaker, right? So they get people like that. And then what I don't like, they gave him, I think they said he picked that name, but I think they gave him that name, Nas, right? Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to figure out what the word Nas means because I remember Nas. If anybody put in the chat, what does Nas mean? Let me work up the word Nas. Let me see. I forgot what the word Nas really mean in hip hop. I forgot what Nas said what that word meant. That name came about. Okay, they said Nas is short for Nasir, It says the Arabic name means helper or protector, or means son or God's son. I think it is. I think it means God's son. That's what he has. God's son on his tattoo. I think that's what it means. Notre Dame is okay. But it says, I think it means God's son. That's what it Nas. I think Nas has said it means God's son. If I'm not mistaken. But he took that name, and that's one of our greats. That's one of the Nas is one of our legends, living legend hip hop. Like he's part of the gods of hip hop. But you see how they took the our best and try to make it filthy. So when you think about Nas, you will think about him. You see how they do it? Like they took the rainbow and dirty it up. They always take the best of everything. And now what they do, and they know that they take everything that's what they call Black inspiration, right? Or African consciousness. And now they take an African consciousness and they try to dirty it up. So when you hear they took the word pride. Now we always say Black pride or African pride, but now they take that word now and they want to dirty it up. So when you think about Black pride, you think about gay Black folks, right? So we got to be very careful with what they trying to do now. This is systematically racism that we looking at. Ain't nothing changed. It's going to get worse if we don't speak out against this. It's going to get worse. We need to speak out against this. We got to let the enemy know we know what you're doing, and you won't get away with it. Let me see what she says here. Just reading some of your comments. I'm glad y'all been very active. Thank y'all so much. Rap was okay. The streets, okay. Rap was a representative of politics in the streets, but it got infatuated and the images used to hipsters to feel edgy, right? Okay. Let's see what this person says. This thing take too long to thing. Okay. Lil Nas X better get used to summer weather where he's going. Facts. Let me just read some of your things here. See rap. Let me see what she says here. Just reading your comments, man. Back in the day, hip hop and rap music was educational. KRS-One even coined a phrase calling their music entertainment. Right. That's facts. And even when people always coin gangster rap, right? But it was never called gangster rap. It was called reality rap. And I like reality rap because it's making more sense than gangster rap. But I think because white people call it gangster rap, white people say, oh, that's gangster rap. Or gangster with the ER, they call it gangster rap. But Black people never call it gangster rap. They call it reality rap. Because they show the other side of what's going on. Like the brother said, it's hip hop was for the unheard, right? So we told our politics, what's going on in the streets. Yeah, that Nas for him means nasty. Yeah, nasty. That's right. It's short for right. Well, I won't say there's not it's not short. It's Nazir. That's what Nas came from. Nazir. I think it means God's son or protector or something like that. I remember Nas was saying that. Nas is short for Nostradamus. Okay. I don't think, did Nas say that? I don't know. I'm talking about Nas. I'm not talking about this, whatever this thing is. Well, yeah, nasty Nas. But I don't But Nas, that wasn't what I remember. I don't think that's what he meant. Let me see. Let me just read some of your comment here. But I want to get into something. I want to get into to talk about the BET situation, because I thought it was another very disrespectful how they use our culture. Now that's another thing though. They use our culture and they try to make it filthy too. Yes, that's why Nas do the multiple meaning of it. Let me see what else he says. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna screen share some images. I only big up the horrible ones that not the good ones. They only big up the horrible ones, not the good ones. That's true. That's true. Okay, let me just see. Okay, let me go down. It's an all-out war against our people, our imagery. Yeah, and that's why I said we're visual people. We're visual people. So if they keep showing this, showing us acting like this, wearing dresses, showing us being slaves, showing us being well, when I say this, when I say look at this, I'm talking about being butt breakers, slaves, mammies, pimps. When they keep showing these negative images, it plays with our psyche. And then it creates this self-hate towards each other. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to always say, oh, you're nothing but a slave like me. Remember in Juice? Well, what did Bishop told Q, right? When they was at school. You remember that? He said, I don't give a fuck about Raheem. I don't give a fuck about what's the other dude's name? I forgot the heavyset guy. I forgot his name. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. And what the bishop said, I don't even give a fuck about myself. And if I don't give a fuck about you, what do you think I'm going to do? And he did like this. So it creates. This is the reason why our history is very important. It's very important. We have to control our history. We have to control our imagery. We can't allow these people to control it. We have to set the record straight. But that's facts. It's an all-out war. It's something about us. It's something about us that they fear. It's fear. They fear us. These people fear us. So they doing whatever they can. Because I remember when all this was going up, the African consciousness was starting to come up. Now, black people, especially when when Trump was president, that's when all this pro-blackness starting to come up. Everybody was bearing arms and I noticed, but now when this Biden gets in office, you notice they starting, now all that phased away. Now we going right back into this butt breaking and selling out and interracial mixing. It's all happening all over again under this Democrat liberal party. It's sickening to my damn stomach. Oh yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I think Nas is worse than silly Billy Porter. But remember, Billy Porter came out and see, this is something that they don't talk about. Billy Porter came out. He said he's got HIV now. He kept that quiet for a long time. See, why would he keep that quiet? See, they don't talk about the high pandemic of HIV. They don't talk about that. These people are dying before they reach 50 and 60. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about the high pandemic of syphilis. You know where you get syphilis? You get syphilis from? Messing with animals. Messing with animals. You ever heard where you got these homosexuals sticking gerbils up their ass? Oh yeah. This is some Greek and Rome shit that we talking about here. Now, don't be surprised. Lil Nas X going to come out and say he got HIV. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. See, they don't talk about that. They talk about, oh, it's wonderful to be gay and anybody should be doing it. Yeah, okay. Most of them are in the industry plants who do nasty things to survive in the music. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Music business is a dirty business. It's a dirty business. Hell, look at Love and Hip Hop. They all look. Give a perfect example. Love and Hip Hop, right? That show Love and Hip Hop, the so-called reality show, right? They all sleep together. They purposely get these women to be rappers, but then they end up having sex with them. They end up having sex with them. Well, if you want to make it, I got to sleep with you. It's sad. It's not about the music. It's all about who I can sleep with. What, if I can get this person to do drugs and and they tell them, well, if you want to make it into the hip hop, man, you got to commit a crime and get a police record. You got to look good, to sell some records. I mean, you should be surprised what they telling these people, man. It's a dirty business, very dirty. They know who we are, and the power we hold. That's true. That's why they're scared. They know we are sleeping giants about to waken. Yes. That's why when I say everybody on this panel, everybody in the chat, including me, Brother Bakari, we are the beacons of light. We are the beacons of light. And they do not want us. They trying to put the light out. Okay? This is the reason why I say if you're going to use social media to your advantage. Use social media to your advantage. Because we don't know how long this YouTube thing going to last. They might turn around and say, oh, well, you know what? You could say anything you want, but just all that consciousness, you can't. We're going to have to, that won't play on here. That's why I say we got to use this to our advantage. We got to waken our people up, educate the babies, be unapologetic. Stop worrying about what people think. Now you got black people say, oh, you can't say that because you're being hateful. Fuck that. We are at war. This is a psychological war. And once we get defeated psychologically, we are defeated physically. This is the reason why they could just gun us down and we could be unarmed. It's crazy. And the only thing that we can do is march and protest. George Zetterman is still walking the streets. George Zetterman is still walking the streets. And you got all these gang members out here. It's amazing. But we can ride on each other over the most dumbest shit. Well, you looked at me wrong. It's so funny. I want to share this to everybody. Oh, Sister Raw was good. Shout out to Sister Raw. I ain't see you in a minute. What's good, Sister Raw? And this is. I just want to throw this. Maybe y'all can agree with me. I have black people tell me they don't like me. I ask them, why you don't like me? I don't know. It's your vibe or whatever. I don't know. You don't like me because you just don't like me? Something's wrong with that picture. But I've heard black people ask white people, why you don't like me? You know what, black people? Because you're black. That's the reason why I don't like you. And that's a logical answer. They should not like you. You're the enemy to them. But when it comes down to our own people, and I experienced this personally, they don't like you because they just don't like you. But we already know what that came from. That's that slave culture mindset. I don't like you because the white man taught me not to like you. And you don't have to do nothing to me. That shit is crazy. Okay, okay. Let me see what she said. Or someone is messing with animals. Yeah. They mess with animals. Trust me, the LGBT, all that, they mess with animals. They trust me. That's what they do. Honestly, this new fear-based hashtag Black Lives Matter started with Trayvon Martin death, and they kept this up since then. Facts. All right, let me go on. Let me show you something else, and I wanted to address this. Let me show you this real quick. I want to address this real quick. Let me show this. I want you to tell me what y'all think about this. Now, this is what bothered me. Now, of course, remember I was saying how they would take certain names, they would take certain things that's positive, they try to dirty up. Well, he's trying to mimic the Michael Jackson Remember the Time video. Who remembers the Remember the Time video that we grew up watching? Remember the Time video with Michael Jackson? This is who he tried to replace. And Michael Jackson wanted to show the beauty of our history. Right? And you saw the black man and a black woman dancing together. Right? And then who was the woman? What was the model that Michael Jackson kissed at the end? What was her name? Was it Naomi Campbell? No, it can't be her. Who was that woman that he kissed in Remember the Time? Let me look up her name. I think she was a model. Oh, yes. Supermodel. What's her name? I mean. What's her? That's her name. Hold on. I think that is her name. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It was her. Wow. Yeah, you're right. Right. She was a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Still beautiful. Remember that nice kiss that they had? Michael Jackson kissed her, right? But that's what he tried to do. He tried to dirty up that video, right? And you can see it, and you in a BET, he mimics the dances or whatever, and you know they all of them are homosexual. And then at the end, this fruitcake, this Fruit Loop, he kissed one of the. Now we know that the Egyptians wasn't into that. We know the Egyptians was not into homosexuality. Why would they use our history and try to filthy up like that? Michael Jackson knew that's what black people we wasn't doing that during that time. But he tried to take that Greek and Rome lifestyle. How come he didn't dress like Greek and Rome, the Romans? How come he didn't dress like the Greeks? Because that's exactly what they was doing. But you take the power, that the powerful images of our culture, and you try to dirty it. But this is what they're doing. Anything that's considered African consciousness, they're going to try to dirty it up. They're going to take it and dirty it up. It's sickening. Oh, she married to David Bowie? Oh, wow. Wow. But that's what they do. That's what I didn't like. And I see what they was trying to do, that they was trying to take our culture and they tried to infuse it with that Greek and Roman lifestyle, or I call it death style, in my opinion. But my question is, this is why didn't dress like the Romans and the Greeks? You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why these people are I would say, these people are, I won't say you were agents, but they are hired to try to mix this homosexual lifestyle into African culture. And so when our people look at stuff like that, they're gonna think this is African. This is what black people was doing a long time ago. And my thing is like this: how come, if you're gonna do that video that you did with Satan, that video that he did with twerking on Satan, how come he didn't put that in the? How come? Because that was the song that he got it from. So my question is, how come you didn't mimic your video with that? How come he didn't put that in BET? Why would you take our culture and try to dirty it up like that? That didn't make no sense. Yes, that's true. They always try to make a perverted the vision of our culture. That's true. But the song that he made has nothing to do with Egypt. That's the only thing I didn't understand. Like, you take something that's filthy and you put it and you try to equate it into our culture. And the song that had nothing to do with ancient Egypt. That has something to do with that satanic garbage that he had twerking on Satan. And that's what he should have done. But see, you see what they doing? Like the sister said, this is all our war. This is all our war. This is serious. This is not a game. This is buck breaking. Total buck breaking. Let me just read some of your comments here. Yeah, I like Remember the Time, man. Yo, that was my show. You know how many times I've seen that? And that was rest in peace. Who directed that? The guy who did Boys in the Hood. What's his name? What was that guy who did Boys in the Hood? They're already lighting fireworks already. What's his name? What's that guy's name who did Boys in the Hood? He directed that video. Let me see if anybody. This is his name. I'll tell you right now. Oh, John Singleton. Yes. You got it, Queen. You got it, Queen. John Singleton. He was the one who directed the Michael Jackson video to Remember the Time. Yes. That's facts. John Singleton. He was the one who directed Remember the Time. So that was, and white people, and you know, white people didn't even like that video. I remember there was white people put that video down. They really, I mean, it was a beautiful, I mean, and Eddie Murphy, and they were sitting on that throne. I thought that was so dope. I enjoyed it. I really felt inspired and motivated watching that. I really did. I really did. So I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They trying to replace our culture, you know, with that Greek and Rome life. That's all it is the Greek and Rome lifestyle. That's all it is. They really trying to make, and this is like this is said, this is an all-out war. But the question is, are we going to be strong enough to fight this war? We got to say no. When we get on these panels and all these, I don't care what it is, we got to say it's disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. We the only race that they can do that shit to. We the only race that they feel they can do that shit to, and they use our people. And sometimes we got to check these, we got to check our own people. We got to check our own people. Say, no, you're not going to disrespect us like that. But see, he's well protected. He's protected. I forgot what she said. Let me get that on that. He's protected. That was a very spiritual video for that time. Oh yeah, and it's still strong. I still watch. I still enjoy watching it. I still enjoy watching Remember the Time. It's a good video. It's a very fun to watch video, and everybody get to enjoy it. But this is not what he did. This Lil Nas, that's not what he did. Was not for everybody. That's not something that you want your kids to watch. And then he's tongue kissing another dude. That's not something that you want. We want our children to watch. And you got to explain that to your son. It's sickening. But this is what they're pushing. This is what they're pushing. This is what they're pushing. Our boys in dresses. This is buck breaking. Buck breaking. So like Brother Bakari said, you don't need to go out and buy no DVD. They throw it in right in your face on BET. Right in your face. It's out here. They doing the Empire, the movie, the show Empire, buck breaking. Buck breaking. It's in your face. And these are black people doing this. They pushing this lifestyle. But they don't want to talk about the AIDS. They don't want to talk about the AIDS epidemic. They don't want to talk about the HIV where you got to take all these pills. Ain't nothing changed. You got to take all these pills and you got to do it at a certain time. Because if you, God forbid, if you miss it, then you have a large chance of getting sick and dying. Handpicked people. These people are handpicked to destroy us. And they're getting away with it. No, not at all. Not at all. Nothing positive. Nothing all. Nope. People, and you know, I noticed like I used to watch shows like, you know, like the Cosby shows and what was the other show? Family Matters. And these people, some of what they showed the man in the house, even Good Times. You know, they always show the black man in the home. You know, strong brother, got his family intact, good kids, raising good families. And they were big on that in the 90s and maybe in the 70s. But for some reason, when it got to the 2000s, they changed on that. Barack Obama got in office and boom, all that disappeared. All that disappeared. Everything just went to this unnatural lifestyle. And when soon as black people said, well, we don't want to get involved in that. Oh, no, we got to push that because black people don't like it. So we got to really, really push this. Now, this transformer thing coming out where now you don't even know who's the woman and man, and people thinking you dealing with like that Sydney Star. I mean, I ain't gonna front. Sydney Star look like a fucking chick, but that's a dude. And I think the guy, what's his name? He got caught. One of the rappers got caught out there dancing with Sydney Star. He said, I didn't know that was a dude. But this is what they do. I forgot that guy's name. But he said they showed a video of Sydney Star just came in front of him, came from start twerking. Thought I was a female. What's this? So this is scary. I haven't watched TV in over 2 years. Wow, that's good. That's good. You know what I've been watching too, Queen? I've been watching a lot of old shows that I haven't seen. I haven't seen Knight Rider. Like I'm in the middle of watching Knight Rider. Never seen Knight Rider. I'm in the 3rd season right now, but I never watched it from the beginning. From the beginning to the end. But those are good shows. Those are good shows to watch. Knight Rider. You know, the A-Team with Mr. T. I like seeing Mr. T beating up people. They had a couple of people, even in Knight Rider, they had Jim Brown on there. They had Jim Brown on Knight Rider. They had William O'Neill in Knight Rider. So they had a couple of famous black folks in Knight Rider too. David Hasselhoff, yeah. That's Baywatch guy. But those are fun shows to watch. And now me in my 40s, I get to watch this stuff. I get to go back in time to watch that stuff because I never seen it. I seen little episodes here and there, but I never saw from the beginning of the season to this. It only came up with 4 seasons. So I'm in the 3rd season now, almost finished with the 3rd season, going into the 4th season. But I used to watch those. I never got the chance. If I haven't watched, I'm watching them now. But I saw the Miami Vices. I saw the 21 Jump Streets. Oh my God, man. That's TV, man. That TV was TV. Oh my God. I don't know what the hell happened. Let's keep it real. Most R&B singers are gay, and the fathers on the black sitcoms actually gay as well. Well, the R&B singers, I guess now, Casey and JoJo, they're not like that. I'm definitely a Casey JoJo fan. I love Jodeci. Listen to their music. Like the R&B singers back then, like in the 90s. No, those guys wasn't like that. Nowadays, yes. Probably nowadays, yes. Because I guess that is the new thing now. Because now they're looking at like, in order to make it, you got to be the white man's bitch. In order to make it, they telling black men, in order to make it, you got to be the white man's bitch. And that's what they're doing now. And not just R&B, man, hip hop too, man. What they call it's to me, that's not R&B. Because if you're into that lifestyle, you can't. That's not R&B. That's just me. Because your sexuality got to fit your music. Your sexuality got to fit your music. So if you're straight, you're going to sing what? If you're a man, if you're straight, you're going to sing to who? To the ladies. And if you're a black man, you're going to sing to the sisters. That's what I'm used to. I love to listen to, oh my God. Like I'm like, I love that brother begging. I love that. I love begging music. When you hear a brother begging for that woman, crying, and you, especially if you're going through emotions, and you love a woman, love a sister, you beg. I love that. I call it begging music. When you beg for a sister, take me back, and I love that shit, man. That's begging music right there. That's what I like. Keith Sweat. Matter of fact, did y'all see Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown versus? Oh my God. Oh man, that brought back so many memories. I enjoyed that. I enjoy that show. Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown versus Bobby Brown. I guess he called it versus Bobby Brown. I give it a Keith Sweat. I like Bobby Brown. He made some good, but I got a Keith Sweat. Just that guy he was no joke, boy. No joke. Let's see what she said. Just gonna read some of your comments here. Facts. Okay, what's up? Old school for me, I cut the music off after 95. Oh shoot. Wow. 95. You bad girl, you brought back some memories, man. I love 90s music. I miss 90s music, boy. R&B and hip hop was even the reggae music was off the chain. The dance hall music was good. You know. I mean, the music was music. Facts. Let's see. Songs today is sexual. Back in the day, it was sensual. Yes. It was love. It was music back then. It hit the soul. It was more love. It was love. It was like you said, sensual. It had nothing to do with sex. It had nothing to do with sex. Now, like you said, everything is based on sex. I want to hit the pussy. I get the dick, and it's corrupted. Now our children got to listen to that garbage. You know, I was listening to Drew Hill, another favorite group I like. Drew Hill. Say What You Want. I love Drew Hill, Cisco, Jazz, Nicky. I know all of them, man. And they tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Oh, my fucking. Oh, let me stop. Bring back. Woo. And you know what the funny thing about, they still making music. Information man, what's good? If you're not busy, you want to come on, you can come on. I got the link in the chat. If you're not busy, come on. Come on, brother. If you're not busy. But man, yeah, that's true. Oh, my man, he said Luther Vandross. Even Luther was, yeah. But boy, he could sing. He could sing though. That brother could sing. I don't know. And that's what I don't like. I don't like. I just think if you like that, don't. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard because a lot of times they have to put up this persona like, okay, even though I'm gay, but I gotta sing like I'm straight. You know, and it's like then later on you realize they're gay. You know, and it is disappointing. It's very, very fucking disappointing, man. It's very disappointing. I thought I was going to marry either Howard Herod or Marvin Gaye. Oh shoot, that's what's up. Information man, if you want to come on, I know I put the link in the chat. If you could see it, click on. If not, I'll put it in again. No, Barry, nah, not my boy Barry White. No, no. Barry White wasn't like that. Oh no, that was a ladies' man right there. That was a ladies' man right there. Barry White was not gay. Rest in peace to Barry White. I love his music. Barry White was a ladies' man. Yes, he was not like that. No. Especially with that deep voice. Yeah, baby, come on. Yeah, no, no. But the Luther Vandross, it is disappointing. Oh, yeah, it's disappointing. Very disappointing. But yeah, it's talking, and I just had to bring these two issues up because it really bothered me seeing these people doing the most. Let me see where. Barry White was responsible for a lot of people being conceived. Yes. Okay. No problem. I'm glad you just tuned in. No problem. But yeah, I just had to just bring this issue up because this is very disturbing, and it's very, very how these people it's in your face, and this is what they're promoting. No different if you watch Roots. No different if you watch 12 Years a Slave. What's the difference? Can anybody tell me what's the difference? All these slave movies letting you know that's all you are. That's all your ancestors was slaves. It's so funny because there's white folks, and they even a lot of white people. Some white people didn't even know that some of the people that they like or they honored or stand up for the national anthem because the person who wrote the damn thing was the slave owner. And then they looked it up. It's like, oh shit, I didn't even know that. So I said, well, damn, what the fuck I said, y'all didn't know that? So these people, some of the people they know they were slave owners, but then there's people that they didn't know. They pretend they didn't know. Right? So I think a lot of the times that in here in America, they always try to make it seem like the white folks get lied to a certain degree. They get lied to too. They always try to make it seem like, oh well, y'all, yeah, y'all built this country and this and that, but whatever, and black people didn't do nothing. So they walk around with this lie. And then we tell them, no, this is it. And we show them proof. They be like, oh shit. So, like I said, we are the beacons of light. We got to bring the light, even though the truth is going to hurt. The truth is always going to sound hateful. The truth is always going to sound hateful. That's why they always say, "Oh, you're talking." And I have black people say this because they try and take on. They have that mindset, that Oreo cookie mindset. Oh, you sound very, hateful. You can't, you sound because I'm speaking the truth. I never said I hate anybody because I'm speaking the truth. I'm hateful because I call these people coons. I'm calling these people out of their wrongs, and because I'm being hateful now. Oh, you're being homophobic. What? What they doing is disrespectful, but I'm being homophobic? I don't watch slave movies. I stopped watching. Now, Harriet Tubman was a good movie though. That was a real no, Harriet Tubman was a good movie. It didn't really show any that was a good movie. She was no joke in that. That was good. That was good. It wasn't like 12 Years a Slave or Roots where black people getting whipped and all that stuff. Nah, they didn't show none of that. They only focused on the sister, Harriet Tubman, and what she did, and that was a good movie. That I can say that. Because I wasn't going to see the movie either. I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going. But Brother Bakari said, no, check it out. It's not what you think. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. But yeah, it wasn't like 12. It wasn't like those others. It wasn't like a typical slave movie or whatever. Now that woman, that sister, she fought. That she was no joke in that. I watched 12 Years. I watched it once. And I said I would never watch it again. I had to pause that movie 3 times because I was so angry. It does something to you. It really, it's that movie. It's demonic. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's demonic, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not. I would never recommend people to watch that. It was too much. It was just too much. It was too much. It was too much. I had to pause it. I remember just pausing it, and I had to take a break, watch it again. I had to pause it again because it makes you want to do something. It really makes you It makes you want to do something on some real gangster shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna make you go crazy. And it's not a movie that it helps us or inspires. It's not an inspiring movie. It's not. It's a very depressing movie, and it can mess you up. See, can you take 2? Yes, you're right. Homophobia is not even a real medical thing. That came what's good? Hardcore was good. Salute. Hotel. Homophobia, that's not a real medical term anyway. That was made up by a white man who was Jewish. And that was something that was used towards us. That was something to use against us. Because our culture don't play that tough stuff. And then you notice they go out there and they go to the most radical countries give a perfect example, and I know Sister Raw can vouch for me on this, and they go to a radical countries like Jamaica that used to didn't play that. They used to didn't play that. You know, they used to make songs dissing you saying the word Bati boy and all that. They used to, go hard with it. Now, I don't know what they did, but now it becomes cool. Now they done something where it becomes acceptable in Jamaica. It becomes acceptable in Jamaica now. Let me say what she said. She said, I'll watch it then if you say so, guys. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Check it. Harry, tell me you'll like it. You'll like it. It's not what you think. Brother Bakari, he told me that because I was like you. I was like, no, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching no black people getting whipped. And I don't need to buy. But the brother said, no, watch it. It's I gave it a chance. It's really good. It's really good. That sister was no joke. Harriet Tubman, she's a true hero, man. Love me some Harriet Tubman, man. She's no joke in that. I didn't know, and that was based on a true story. Let me see what Hardcore said. It's a shame that these dudes allow themselves to be used in the sick ways. How many street thugs will look up to these guys? Facts. Yeah, Africa go hard against homosexuality too. Yeah, they do. Yeah. They did. They had I think Queen. I think you told me this. I think somebody told me this. That they had an LGBT center in Ghana, but they destroyed it. They destroyed it over there, which they should. It's very disrespectful. My whole thing is this. See, this is what the enemy I don't like about the enemy. There's one of the things there's one of the things I don't like about the enemy. The enemy do not respect other people's culture. They do not respect other people's culture. They don't have no respect. And see, I blame also too, but I don't blame white folks too much because that's in their nature. They don't supposed to respect you, right? Okay, fine. But then you got these black leaders that allow these enemies to come over there and do what they want to do. They want to go over there and mistreat our women, mistreat our brothers, mistreat our natural resources, mistreat our animals, our exotic animals. They don't give a goddamn because the leaders are getting paid off nicely. And they go to people, those white folks in South Africa should have been ran out of there. They should have been ran out of there. Now they got the best part of South Africa, the beautiful part, while the black people are living in poverty and they own land. They own land. That shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. Shiro, yeah. General Carr said she didn't. Man, they have a photo of her. How's she gonna? They have a photo of Harriet Tubman. That's like saying Malcolm X didn't exist. And we seen videos of him and photos of him. God, these people are just fucking morons, man. Yo, Hawkard, if you want to come on, you could come on if you want. I put the link in the chat. I don't know if you see it. You might have to scroll up a little bit. If you want to come on, you come on and address the topic. Brother Bakar might come on. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see what she says here. Diane also said that Nat Turner didn't exist. See, people need to be quiet. So these people exist, but I guess George Washington didn't exist either. George Washington didn't exist. So if they're going to say that George Washington didn't exist, Christopher Columbus didn't exist. You see what they're doing? Taking our best and try to water us down. Little by little, they water us down. Water us down. Unfucking believable. These people are sick. Facts. That's true. See, all that what you're seeing, and I want people to understand, it's a slave culture. All that, the butt breaking, you're misusing your wealth, all that is slave culture. All this degeneracy that you're seeing, that they pushing on us, is a slave culture that they got from slavery. These people have a slave mentality. All right, let me put it in again. Hold on. Anybody want to come on before I head out. Oh shit, what did I do here? Okay. Callaway is losing more credibility by day, but he refuses to step up and defend his claim without being paid. Facts. Let's see. It's not in the chat, bro. Okay. Let me see what Brother Bakari said. He's screaming a certain group of our people with his nonsense. Our people hate Africa. Our people hate Africans so much they will follow him. It's a feel-good fake nonsense. Facts. 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 Did I put it in the chat? Hold on. I don't see it in there. There we go. Yeah. What should he say here? Queen, why do you think Michelle Obama interviewed Dwayne's? See, I can't stand Dwayne Wade. He's the worst father. He's the worst. You can't. A black man. Black men whose fathers he's the only asshole that is pushing his son, 12-year-old boy, into that lifestyle. I can see if this son was an adult and he chose that lifestyle. But damn, dude, you a father. I never thought a black man who a father would put this son up. But see, this is stuff that was unheard of when I was growing up. I remember Eddie Griffin did a comedy called Dysfunctional Family. And she was like, yeah, you imagine if you're a black father, if you had he said something about black fathers being proud of their son being gay. He said, yes, yeah, you imagine, picture your son being around his friends, say, oh yeah, my son, he could suck some dick. Yeah, go ahead, son. Go ahead, suck his dick. Jiggle his balls. You know what I'm saying? He said, it's unthinkable. And now this idiot, that's pretty much what he's doing. I have no respect for Dwayne Wade. I have no respect. I do not like that dude. And if I saw him in person, I probably would get violent with him. Straight up and down. I probably would smack the shit out of him. Me and him, we would got into a fight. Seriously. We would got into a fight. That's real talk. I better not ever see him. We would have gotten into the fight. It's about Baphomet worship. Yeah, it's something. It's all I don't even call it. It's white worship. It's white worship. All this cool. All this slave culture came from white people. It came from white. It's all that is white worship. Homosexuality came from Greek and Rome. That's facts. And they did not hide it. They did not hide it. Okay? They did not hide it. Yeah. Ain't that something? Boy, when you worship them, you made in the shade. You're made in the shade. When you sell your dignity and your soul, when you see these movies where people say, you see the devil and say, look, if you give me your soul, I give you whatever you want. Well, people always say the white man's the devil. What did Ice Cube said? He said, you said the devil's in the ground, you clown, look, why don't you look around? Or something like that. I forgot. Let me see if I can find that lyrics. Let me see if I can find Ice Cube. I'm gonna see if I can find Ice Cube's lyrics. Okay, let me see if I can find his lyrics. There was one part in there. There we go. He said, you waiting. Here we go. He said, you waiting for the devil to come from the ground? Clown, take a look around. Right? Just look at the cross that the priest is holding, the beast in sheep's clothing. Yeah, I love, that's why you got to read these lyrics. These lyrics is crazy. He said, you waiting for the devil to come from the ground? Clown, take a look around. Just look at the cross that the priest is holding, the beast in sheep's clothing. Oh, let me see. The guy got you in there? Okay. He says, but I'm the rolling that the knowledge itself, because heaven isn't just wealth. So minister preacher, if you couldn't pay, he said, the minister preacher, if I couldn't pay my tithes, do I have to wait outside? White man, please take another look, because we couldn't be reading from the same book. Woo! I mean, Ice Cube was broken down, man. Yo, I got my man Alquan, Hardcore. What's good?
Yeah, man. I didn't catch it from the beginning, but I'm here now. But yeah, man, Ice Cube
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Ice Cube, unfortunately, is another one of those type of guys, but he plays a different role. He plays the actual legit black militant role. And yes, it's a role. It's sad to say, but these people are playing roles. And as far as the worshiping of the devil thing, I think it's more of a symbolic devil to say, listen, we don't want you into Christianity or any religion. we want your God to be this dollar. And we want to see what it is that you're willing to do to get this dollar. Are you willing to sacrifice your mother, your child, or whoever? Are you willing to throw anybody under the bus? Are you willing to put on a dress and act like a weirdo, suck some cock? What are you willing to do? And once you say, okay, I'm willing to do anything, then they got you. See, now you're like a crack fiend. Now, you know, all they gotta do is hand you that bag of crack. You can do what the hell they tell you to do. So, and once you get into this lifestyle, you gotta stay with it because it's expensive to upkeep mansions and high-level automobiles. Hell, I just got me a high-level automobile. Insurance increase. I was like, God damn, filled the tank up. I'm like, God damn. I mean, I'm like, I knew it was gonna go higher, but God damn. So, I mean, that's what happens, unfortunately. And when you are living in their world, even though a lot of it is not as it seems, they could always take it away from you whenever they get ready to, especially if you didn't put your money in the right way. Like with a Bill Cosby, I think a Bill Cosby, if he's smart, he seems to be smart, but a lot of black people who get money, no matter how far they go back, they're not as smart as you would think, because look at Prince, what happened to his empire. Michael Jackson, what happened to his. Now you got Bill Cosby, you know he has an empire, so you would think that you would divvy up your empire long before you die, or at least let it be known. You got to leave it in different people's hands. You just can't leave it in one person's hands, because the way they play, they'll take that person out, and now they got your empire. Nobody is left to inherit it. They'll do some legal stuff to get it, and everything you worked for is gone. Michael Jackson, lawyers control it. Prince, his crackhead sister, and lawyers control it. All the material he left behind. I mean, I'm sure it was him and probably a few engineers that knew how all the stuff he left behind, how it works together with other stuff that they put together, and not the other people. So again, that's a lot of stuff. Black people got to organize their wealth better. And I always say this. I know when I'm sure you know in your personal life too, when black people get something or want something, they all want to be the man or the woman. You know, they don't really like spreading the love. You know what I mean? So it's sad to say, but when you get into the higher tax bracket, the world of the rich, from when you go from just staring at the Manhattan buildings to actually being in them, you're gonna need some allies.
Right.
You got to bring people along, because the stakes are higher when you get to that level, and you don't want to be alone. But a lot of people think, well, I want everybody kissing my ass.
Right,
so,
right.
You got to kiss ass.
You can't win like that. You know what I mean? Like I always say this. Like I know I can't. The work that I would like to do, because I can't do it. I can't do it by myself. Like I need help. You know, and I think a lot of people want help, even if it could be financial or it could be, hands-on. I mean, you need like you said, you need some allies. You need some help. You can't do it. You can't do it alone. You know, like I've said before, we're strength in numbers. And I'm definitely not the type of person that be like, well, I got mine, you got to get yours. No. I said, if I make it, everybody make it. I've said that from day one. If you cool with me, you do right by me. If I make it, you make it. That's how it should be.
That is. I mean, I think a lot of black people who do make it, they fear that, and it's a legit fear that a lot of black people think, well, if you got $10 million, then I should get 4. A lot of black people think like that, unfortunately.
See, that's another thing too. My whole thing is this. You got some black people that get greedy, and that can destroy friendships. You see what I'm saying? And that's when it becomes, when you put money over friendship, that becomes an issue. That becomes a real problem, because that greed kick in, and they want more. and they're not satisfied, even though all their bills is paid, even though they got a nice house, they got a car, they got the basics. It's not enough. It's not enough, and that's you know they get too greedy, and that's not cool. Right,
that's how these coon rappers right here that you and plus others, and it ain't just these two guys. It's a whole lot of them. But see, you see what they have them do. Like you got my man Kodak Black counting the money and flushing the money down the toilet. And,
real money, not counterfeit.
They have them appeal to the street guys because they know most black people are broke, and we want money. That's why black guys are out here doing crime. And they want that. They see that rappers talking about drugs, crime, shooting, and most of these guys aren't even from places where all that stuff takes place. They're just actors, but they see them with the gold and all that kind of stuff. They're like, okay, this is the type of guys we need. But as you can see with the Kodak Black picture you got, you see how he's wearing that rainbow suit. You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And they slick with that, trying to make it look like it's some stylish.
Yeah, a lot of and you're right because a lot of them is another flag that they got is like purplish, bluish, light blue, light purple, like those. That's another. They have different what they call different, I guess, gay flags or whatever you want to call it. They got different colors now, so that's another. As you can see, yes, he's definitely. Got into that culture, you know, that I guess the gay culture, I guess.
Plus the blonde hair too.
The blonde hair, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see some NBA player and NFL guys. I'm like, man, is this the new generation or is something else going on?
They've been pushing that ever since Lil Wayne started wearing that tight jeans and everything. I remember like it was yesterday. Yeah. And because he got into the skateboard thing and his jeans his pants got tighter and tighter. I said, God damn, how tight your pants? And then it went for blow his ass and he tried to act all hard with it. And then I see a lot of these young kids trying to look like Lil Wayne. I say, wait a minute. I'm like, and these are people where we at in NYC.
Yeah.
That shit is bunkers. Like,
you know, Lil Wayne sold out from the way he used to be until he made that change, you know?
Right. Yeah.
He was definitely different.
Yeah. See, money. Yeah, she said, I hate they hijacked the rainbow. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that hijacking that rainbow. Because when I went to the it's so funny, when I went to Niagara Falls, there's a beautiful rainbow over the Niagara Falls. Oh my God, it's a sight to see, man. Beautiful. Yeah, and it's a beautiful symbol, but you see how they take our culture and they look at this guy, look at this Lil Nas X. See, first of all, he took the word Nas. That's number one. I think Nas means God's son.
Right? And X, like Nation of Islam.
Yeah, Nation of Islam. Yeah, exactly. X.
And of course, the little, like that's what a lot of rappers calling themselves.
Right, exactly. So he took all these symbols and you see how he took these powerful symbols and dirty it up. That's what they do.
Like this Egyptian stuff he got on.
Right.
Come on. That's basically shitting on everything that the so-called comedics and the everybody else is supposed to be believing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see who's making the excuse for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's trying to say you Africans are gay, or should be.
Right. That's what they're saying. And I haven't heard nobody spoke about it yet, except me. I'm the only one that's dressing this shit.
Only one defending it. I heard other people trying to say, well, you know, gays were prevalent in ancient Africa. You can't deny that in ancient Egypt. But see,
but I said, so you know, because I've heard that shit before. Oh, I said, show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. I'll wait.
And they can only show you one evidence out of Egypt's 7,000
years. And what
history.
was that? What was the evidence? Those two brothers, the twin brothers.
That's the only evidence they can come up with.
That's the twin brothers. They twin brothers. It's on the walls. Like, how you gonna say they're gay? They twin brothers. Like, there's no twins. Like, come on. Like, that's silly. And these people these twins had wives.
Oh, so okay. I didn't know that part. See, there you go.
They can't even use that. So it's just nonsense. And then what? I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want to say this real quick. then the song that this little Fruit Loop was singing has nothing to do with Egypt. That was that song that he did twerking on the devil or Satan, whatever you call that.
Damn.
So my question is, how come you didn't portray that image like on a video if that was the case? Why would you use our culture to try to dirty up our culture? Because if that's the case, you could have just dressed like the Romans and the Greeks.
You should have.
But it was a slap in the face to Michael Jackson, Remember the Time. Because John Singleton directed that. He told Mike, he said, no, we're gonna make it where we're gonna show our history. That was I enjoyed it. I saw Remember the Time like so many times. Great video. It was a family. And you saw Michael Jackson kissing on a beautiful model, right?
Right.
So now what did he do? He takes it and he wants to dirty it up. So now you got him kissing, and he wasn't just no regular, he was literally tongue kissing this nasty nigga, tongue kissing this dude.
And
another
this is
man.
on BET too.
It's on BET too, knowing our youth is watching this.
That's another point right there you just made. Imagine that. You got your kids up thinking, okay, well, I watch an innocent award show. And then you see all this craziness. And then you like, oh, hell, I'll turn this off. Nah, Ma. Nah, Dad. I want to see this. No, you don't. And one more thing, because I forgot I was going to say something else, but I forgot what it was. But there's one thing that coincided with this rainbow promotion that just popped into my head. Now, I'm not a believer in a lot of these high profile news events. I question them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Trayvon Martin thing. The thing I remember most about that is the Arizona iced tea and the Skittles. And the reason why I remember the Skittles, because they kept making a big deal out of Skittles. I said, this is some goddamn promotion. Why'd they have to say Arizona iced tea? They could have just said he got a goddamn drink and some candy. I mean, why you gotta call the name brands out? You know? And then what happened after that? Skittles blew up again. Then you had the Marshawn Lynch eating Skittles and getting the Skittles commercials. And what are Skittles? Rainbow candy.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it was popped into my head just as we were talking. I was like,
ain't that something?
Yeah, I said, see, they set it up. That's how they brainwash. They give you something that seems like it's disassociated from something else, but it's some part of it is associated. That's why on the other day when we had the information man discussion, like if you're into computers, you got to look at the products. You know, they got the rainbow colors on the products, but they call it special effects that you can use. But it's all everywhere, every sector you look at is rainbow. You can even, matter of fact, even that money, you can almost say that's some fruity stuff too on that money. But that's what it is. I mean, they want to promote this craziness, but the rainbow now obviously means some fruity stuff, but you get into that esoteric stuff. I forgot what the rainbow meant, but you watch that eyes wide shut and stuff like that. The rainbow has some other meanings, and they said that's the reason why they had the leprechaun chasing the rainbow with the pot of gold and with the Lucky Charms cereal. And when you think about it, I can't remember a time in my life that there was never something with a rainbow theme, but it wasn't necessarily associated with homosexuals.
Right. It was rainbow was basically about something fun and means fortune. Like you talking about the rainbow, over the pot of gold. It was always something fun. It was like you said, fortune, and it had different meanings, different positive meaning to it. It has nothing to do with sexuality. But I wanted to address. The sister said Zetterman was even signing his autograph on bags of Skittles of candy.
What?
That shit is crazy. And he's walking still freely in Florida. I don't understand that. So this is what I was saying, man, about the psyche, right? All this what they're showing is the weakness. You know, it's the weakness. So the enemy, he's walking freely. Nothing happens to him. But as soon as, and this, like I said, and this is what I've been told by black people who did not like me. You ask them, why you don't like me? I don't know. I just don't like you. I have been told that in my past. I've been told that. I just don't like you. The other black people saying this to me. So, but when it comes down to white people, when they ask, well, white, I've heard black people ask white people, why you don't like me? And they tell them, because you're black. And they get mad. Oh, but you should love each other. And God supposed to love us. And they said, no, I don't like you because you're black. At least you got a legitimate reason, right? But when you ask black people, why you don't like me? I didn't do nothing to, but I just don't like you. Because the psyche, because that's something that they got from slavery. Just don't like your own people just because.
Right. You
know what I mean? So when we see all this slave culture bullshit, it's just to destroy us, man. Like, it's just him putting, like, this dude putting money in the ocean, and I mean, just he'd rather give it to the fucking fishes. And he comes from Haiti's still struggling. He's Haitian.
Yeah.
And you rather don't even want to go back to the country where black people suffering? You know what I'm saying? You got black people suffering in Florida, all them Haitians in Florida. He could have did, I think they have a little Haiti over there. He could have fixed that up. Or he could have, I mean, so much you can, look, brother, he had $100 grand. You know what you could do with $100 grand?
But see, when it's in the hands of a coon, like you said, that's why the title of the show is a good title, because I mean, that's what the hip hop game has been for the last, I say, 5 or so years. Could be a little longer. It's been who can coon the most. Mm-hmm. That's what it's been about. Not about skill. It's about cooning. Look at Cardi B. That's another high-powered coon. She has no rap skills, but yet they put her on a pedestal because she does as she's told. She's not a black American, of course, so that's why they Trojan horse her in too. Let me say this too, because there's something you said that caught my attention. Mm-hmm. And I said, God damn, I'm sure practically every black person went through it. And you said that black people came up to you and said, I don't like you for no reason.
Right. Can
I tell you a little story?
Go ahead, brother.
When I was in the 6th grade, right? First started the 6th grade. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was into some rock music. I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So the guys, the black guys, they used to be like, man, what's up with this in this music, man? What's up with that? I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's the problem? Why are you worried about what I'm listening to? So then, out of the blue, they see me again. They said, "Oh, you think you nice?" I said, "What you mean? You think you nice?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't think I'm corny, so yeah." I said, "Yeah, I'm nice." They said, "All right, meet me at the school. Let's see how nice you are." I said, "What the fuck is this all about?" So I'm like, this is insane. So obviously, I avoided them that day. Okay. And then they found me because I dipped out early. I ain't gonna lie. but the funny part is, they got me early. They dipped out early the next day. I was shocked as hell. I said, "Damn, these motherfuckers are right here." So they said, "All right, man, let's go across the street in this parking lot. Let's do this." I'm still thinking to myself, well, how come I got to do this? So, I didn't know how to fight. I didn't know how to fight back then. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, wow. Now let me ask you a question. Were you taller than this kid or?
Nah, shorter? Back then I was the shorter guy. that guy, I ended up being taller than both of those guys. And one guy was really short. But the irony about this whole thing is how you could tell how some people are going to be when they grow up. Both of these two guys right now are doing time for murder. Both of them. One of them seemed like a nice guy, but he was more ruthless than the guy picking the fight. But they both killed people. I'm like, damn. I guess I'm lucky to have gotten into a fight. So we go over, we start fighting. Then the shoe came off. So he starts hitting me with the shoe. I said, nah, man, I'm scared. So I'm making up some bullshit. I'm like, nah, this is some bullshit, man. You cheating, man. I quit. So I said, I got to go. I thought that was the end of that. But later on in the year, they said, you know what? I guess they formulated a plan. Now, these are guys I don't know. I didn't know these guys. That's the whole point. And I'm like, why did they target me? Maybe because I looked soft and I was, a little fat back then. And so we had a part two. The part two wasn't the laughing matter. That wasn't the laughing matter. Wow. I didn't win the part two.
Oh shit! So they were just all out trying to bully you.
Yeah. And apparently these guys kill people. Cold-blooded killers. So I'm like, and this is in the 6th grade. You can see their mindsets already set in.
Right.
So that's why when you said people came up to you and said, I don't like you, it brought back those memories.
Yeah. So it just shows that you and I had the same type of experience, man. It's just crazy. Just really crazy. I mean, and these people will make you turn into something that you really don't want to be.
Yep.
And it's just sad, man, because I'm like, I don't want to be where it got to the point where it's like, if anybody would have said something stupid, I'm just like, yo, all right, fuck it, let's do it, let's fight. You know what I mean? I was never like that. But now it got to the point like, yo, what? Like, what? Well, you guys say so, let's throw up your hands. You know what I mean? Like, it got to that point now. And I'm still, and it's still, sometimes it's still in me, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's sad. And this is toward your own people. Right? So now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't discriminate nobody. I don't discriminate because when white people get out there, I'm forget about it. It ain't no question. I'm going to smack the shit out of them. So, but black people, you just got to be like that. You just got to be like, what? Like, come on, man. Like, trust me, I've been there with the whole bullying thing. Like, I don't want to fight, But it changes you. It changes you to something that you really don't want to be. And it's kind of like once it gets in you, it's hard to let go. It's really hard to let go.
Because I analyzed that whole episode. That's why it still comes in my mind to this day. Why they started shit. But I see that's the thing that a lot of black people do, unfortunately. And some good parts came out of it, if you want to call it that. Because I did get rocked on that part 2. I ain't gonna tell you a lot. Right. I got dealt with. And the teachers, it was in school this time. They ain't wait till after school.
Wow.
Wow. Said, we're gonna get this motherfucker right now. And I still don't know why they did it. But
yeah.
After analyzing the ass whoopings, though, that taught me that teachers, classmates ain't gonna stop in until you already lump the fuck up.
And that's another thing too. Like the teachers, they don't really like these urban schools. Like the teachers, they'll set you up too. You know what I mean? They're not tough on that. They don't. When we was growing up, it wasn't tough on bullies, and they know who the bullies was. They knew, and they didn't. And it's like once you decide to fight back, you get expelled along with an asshole. And it's like, yo, but you saw this guy bullying me. You saw this guy. You know I didn't want to fight. Instead of just stepping in and say, yo, I saw what you're doing. Stop it right now. Blah blah blah. Or they'll just sit back and.
That's exactly what that teacher was doing, sitting back and watching. I was saying to myself, please. The teachers didn't like because look, the teachers didn't like us either. Right. You had some teachers didn't like certain students. Yeah, that teacher was an Italian teacher. I had
some black teachers that were fucking assholes too.
I was like to that teacher, I was thinking, please step the fuck in, please. I was like, that motherfucker was just looking, observing like it was fucking entertainment. I said, God damn. So, I mean, after that, I just started realizing, okay, it's going to be up to me to whip some ass in the future. And from that, what ass whooping, I analyzed the ass whooping, realized what was done, and realized what I need to do in the future. And from that ass whooping, that's when I started becoming a bad motherfucker. Fearless.
Right.
Because I realized you ain't got no choice, you know? So,
Queen, they say YouTube mods are here removing comments. I see.
a lot of times, certain words people might use that get too raw.
Oh yeah. That's true. Because sometimes sometimes I'll be commenting sometimes on other people's channels, and YouTube they won't accept it. So, but I do see the comments. I see the comments when I look on my phone here. I see the comments. So, it's definitely showing. But yeah, they really certain words that you might use, they YouTube might not. You gotta be, you gotta use code words. You know what I mean? That's how we gotta do it. We gotta start.
The K double O. I think they still catch that. You gotta use that KUUN.
Right.
That version.
She said right her call. I use K. Yeah. Even with this picture, I put the app to replace the O's, so they won't catch on with that.
That's a good idea to do it in the picture too.
Yeah. And look like
how some people can get away with it, though.
Two eyes too. Look like two eyes. That's why I put that there.
It's funny how some people can get away with it, though.
Yeah. Let me read some of these comments real quick. The school administrators tend to be bullies as well. The administrators, teachers, students who bully or supported by the educational instructors. Yeah. I think, in my opinion, a lot of the times when it comes down to urban schools, they don't really care if our children was bullied. They didn't care we was bullied. They only start to care when white kids was getting bullied. And especially when white kids were coming up to the schools and doing all this mass shootings, right? That's when they started, especially when that happened, that's when they start to really care.
Right.
Only to their people, but they didn't give a shit what we went through. They did not care about that. So they all was in on it. They all was in on it.
We don't go shoot up schools when we get bullied.
Huh?
I said we don't go shoot up schools when we get bullied.
No, we never did that. I mean, if it was any type of shooting, it was all outside of the schools, but we never, not like that. No, hell no. But I want to read something. It said homosexuality used to be DSM, but was removed in 1973. Yeah, that was considered a sickness. Homosexuality was considered a sickness, but they removed it. And they turned into some sort of, they said it was removed after a psychologist held Christopher Harshwood's long-term relationship with his partner. Wow. I figured that.
I'm sure we got to see what that psychologist and what he was into or her. But you know what, man? I was reading up a story real quick. I'm gonna make it real quick.
Yeah,
there's a story. This is gay stuff. Well, this LBGQ stuff has been out here for a while and in the movies. But I came across a story I never heard of. Kitty Genovese. I think people should look that story up. I was looking at something on JFK, and then Jim Garrison mentioned it. So I said, let me look that up. So something that happened in Queens in 1960 or 61 or something like that. Crazed maniac. He black guy, unfortunately. He goes and he finds this lady in Queens, tracks her down, rapes her, kills her. Prior to that, he had shot up a black lady, raped her, killed her.
Oh my God!
Yeah, this man was sick. He looked sick too. And they got a documentary on YouTube about it where the brother goes back to try to find the guy. The guy just died, the assailant. He just died this year.
Oh wow.
and
Wow.
he was in prison. He was sick, and apparently that was a big deal back in those days because people always say they use that phrase. I forgot what it was now. The phrase because they made a big deal out of the neighborhood didn't try to help, and there were people that could have helped, but they didn't help. So that's that. So they made a big deal out of that. That became a saying in schools and educational places. So she was gay. That was the whole thing. I was trying. I know it's an elaborate thing to get in to say she was gay, but see, even back then, that's funny. But her brother didn't know she was gay. So this gay stuff has been out here, but see, it wasn't normal back then. She had to hide it because they moved to Connecticut, and then she stayed. And she stayed because she wanted to stay with her girl, but they didn't know that. So that's why I said that guy would have done that today in today's climate. Whew, he would catch even more hell. But it's bad enough he was black and killing her.
Yeah. Wow. Unbelievable. Just gonna read some of these comments real quick. She said, and she was talking about George Zimmer. She said, and his gun he used to kill Trayvon was auctioned off for thousands of dollars. Yep, he made money off that. He made a $250,000 selling that gun.
Damn, that's their payoffs.
I just can't believe this, man. This is unheard of. Don Bear Hardy was 18 and a college student at the UCLA. Christopher Harsher was a 48-year-old novelist when they met in the 1950s and began a relationship. Wow.
Damn. That sounds like some wild stuff. I gotta look this up now. Look this case up.
Yeah, I didn't even know that either. This is news to me. Wow. You learn something every day. Let me see what else she said. Okay, let me go down here. Okay, so Cardi. Oh, she said something about Cardi B. She said Cardi B and Stalin do trying to trick our girls out. Yeah, that's true. You know, they always put them in the front. That's another thing. They've always put them in the front and center. That's another chicks they trying to ruin our little girls too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my, yeah. It's real out here, man. It's real out here. People think it's a game.
And that wet ass gushy song. I mean, how can that be so popular? It's not even really a good song. I mean, we heard that type.
No, exactly. It's porn. All that's just porn. You might as well just watch porn. I mean, I don't understand. Why are black parents still enrolling their children in these racist schools, being taught by these racist Karens and Kens homeschool? Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, I guess a lot of parents have to work. Here's my thoughts on that, right? We don't have, when I was growing up, my father worked, my mother stayed at home, right? The black man made enough money where he could take care of the whole household, right? Now they made it where you need two parents to work, right? Everything's so expensive.
Right.
Or that you got the black man, he's got a criminal record, he can't get a good paying job, or even if he's educated, he's struggling, you know what I'm saying? And now they putting the black woman to the where she has to pay, you know, has to work, right? But then it's like the black woman can say, okay, look, I'll bring the bread because since it's gonna be like that, I'll bring the bread, then you have to homeschool the kids. But I don't think black women are like that. I don't think black women want that. They so used to the black man working. So it's like, who's gonna homeschool your kids if two parents are working? So I think that's the question. You know what I mean? I think, you know, I don't know. It's
I mean, who's gonna homeschool the kids if somebody doesn't even have a high school diploma? I mean, who the hell's doing that?
Right.
If you can't pass school, how are you gonna teach the kids?
Right. It would have to be a community effort where it would have to be a community effort where somebody will have to say, okay, we'll pay you if you homeschool our children while we go to work. It would have to be that one. There have to be somebody in the neighborhood or whatever willing to do that. You know what I mean? While the parents have to go to work because you got to bring home the money. So it's tough. It's not as easy. It's easy said and done. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
financial concerns as well.
Yeah. Because everything's high, man. The rent is high. But look, I know my electric bill is gonna be high. The AC is fucking running and all that shit. I had to cut the AC on at night. It's fucking hot in the wild, man.
Yep.
I know my electric bill gonna be fucking high.
Mine too, because I got this dehumidifier going on caused by somebody else. Gigantic machine. I already know. Running for 3 days straight.
See, I'm talking about. It's real in the battlefield, brother. She said you only need a high school diploma in most states to homeschool. That's true.
Damn.
That's true. I mean, and it depends. It depends on the kids too. It depends how young they are too.
That's crazy. Damn, you need at least a master's degree to teach in the school. You only need a high school diploma.
And that's the thing. That's what they encourage now. You need a master's. Yeah, that's true. You do need a master's degree to teach. That's crazy. Unbelievable. But it's been over 2 hours, man. This has been a great show. Any last words, brother, before we close out?
Yeah, I just want to say this is a good subject matter. It needs to be brought out more, and we'll see if the
seeing this
Egyptian. Huh? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, brother. I'm just gonna close this out.
Okay. Now I was gonna say we'll see if the Egyptian themed YouTubers like My Aunt Forever, I'm calling them out just to call them out, and the other well-known ones, I'm not gonna say their names, but you know who they are, the comedic type people. I mean, I want to see if they hold this Lil Nas X over the coals, or if they're ordered to stand down and make excuses for the man, or for whatever the hell he claims to be. So this is shameful. This is the ultimate. Matter of fact, the white man is so slick. What Lil Nas X did with this Egyptian thing was actually, you could almost say it's worse than what the white man did by casting white people to play ancient Egyptians in the movies.
Ooh. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yep. It's almost the same thing. Yeah, you're right.
Now I want to see these people.
It's very insulting.
Yeah, I want to see if these people are gonna keep holding him to task. Not mention it one night as an award show. I want you to mention it as a cultural thing and keep beating them down. If you're not, I'm gonna assume that they got you too. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Right.
But these coons, I think if a segment of the black people got together and we had I'm trying to be vague in what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Let's just say we had an understanding. Right. And these coons out here feared us more than they feared their master, they would stop cooning. In a way, you got to make them stop cooning. Right. You can't talk them out of it.
Yeah, I agree. I said that. I'm with you. I said that. Me and Brother Bakari was talking about that. You know, we gotta, like you said, we gotta make them. And sometimes they'll have to take violence to do it.
Yeah. Because
it's very insulting, because these people are affecting our children. And it's not right. It's not fucking right.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
So that was the basic essence of what I wanted to say.
All right. Queen's shouting you out. She said she was subscribed to your channel, brother. So I want to just give a shout out real quick. I want to give a big shout out to Queen. I know who I am. You've been very supportive. Love you, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you for RY. Who else? Thank you for Brother Bakari for coming through. I thought he said he was going to come through, but he probably caught up with that meeting he had. Solomon Trump, if I'm not mistaken, right? Solo Trump, thank you for coming by. Information Man, thanks for coming by, brother. Who else? Somebody. Sir Senior. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Who else? Sister Raw. Shout out to you, sister. Thank you for coming through. Who else? I know my other queen, Erica Howard. I know she came through. Where's my hair though? Erica Howard. I think where's she at? I don't know if she has seen her on here. But Erica Howard, big up to you. Thank you for coming through, Queen. I know I seen her in it. I know she came through. I thought I seen her. I know she came through earlier. See if I can find her. I know she came through. I don't know what happened. I don't see her in the comment. But I want So thank you, and thank you, Harco, for coming by, man. You're the best. We're gonna have more discussions. I got some premieres coming up that I put on. I got some premieres coming up throughout the week. Because I really didn't get no views, so I just want people to really take a look at it and stuff, and write down your comments and everything. So, but I just want to I just had to talk about this because this was because nobody wasn't really addressing it, so I had to really talk about this. Let me see. Let me see. It might be. Thank you for the live. No doubt. Salute to everyone. That's what's up. Yeah, Kodak Black, man. That guy is a cornball, man. I don't like this or whatever. He's a fucking clown to with the capital C.
Yep.
You know, K with the capital K. I don't. Oh my God. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. But I want to end this live. Thank you so much, Hardcore. Thank you. We're gonna link up again.
All right.
I got some other topics we're gonna definitely talk about. Trust me, I got lined up, brother. I got lined up. we're gonna trust me. Like I said, if I make it, we all make it. I'm not a selfish dude. You know what I mean?
Good. That's good because there's been too much of that.
Yeah. Exactly. So we're gonna be better than the Sonettas and the Mickey X and all those other clowns. You know what I'm saying?
Since you mentioned Mickey X, let me say this real quick.
I can't stand Mickey. Oh my God! I said,
she let something out the bag the other day. She said that Vicky Dillard came out of prison and got hooked up with Dr. Boyce, just like she did. See, so all these people are nothing but goddamn ex-cons. That's why they're easy to be turned out like this.
I said that most of these people, these YouTubers are ex-cons. That's why they always attack other black people. They never attack the enemy.
Yeah.
You notice that? They always, Bitchy X is a half-breed, and that's all she does is attack black people.
Yep.
Using the N-word, but you never heard use the word cracker or kook or whatever. You never heard these other names for other races of people. But when it comes to us, and she, you know what? She got that from her white daddy. She says this on Sonetta show. She said her father was a racist who slept with her mother, and she was conceived by, remind you.
So I think she's lying about that, though.
So she was conceived out of plantation sex.
Ooh.
So her father was calling her the N-word. She explained this. I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yeah, I saw it.
So you heard what she said.
Yep.
So this is where she got it from. So I'm never going to subscribe to that. And her mouth is so dirty, and she thinks that's black talk. That's not black. That's how black people talk. Mother effer and mother effer this and I said, God, that black people don't talk like that. But this is in her cave woman mind. Ooh. This is how she thinks.
That's how they got them all.
This barbaric mindset. That's how she thinks, and she thinks black people are just vulgar like that. I don't live my life like that. I don't talk like that. But she gets all the subscribers. And then you want to know why we not moving as a people? Because they listen to trash and gossip. We are a handful of people are the beacons of light. See, one thing about a virus, it spreads. These people are viruses, and they spread. They spread. It's like it's nonstop, and we're the fucking cure. But it will take more of us to defeat this.
But you got black people following a Polish black activist. Can you believe that? And they don't even question it.
They don't. It's sickening.
But if you're a true light-skinned black person, they won't question if you're black. But yet, when somebody's directly Polish, she's black. How? Because she has a foul mouth. That's probably why. And some big titties people want. I don't know.
And you know, it's so funny. I remember. I'm gonna say this before I go. Boy, I think people. I love it when you go after these people, man. I gotta hand it to you. Jason Black, you put that dude on the spot. Fuck him. Fuck Jason Black. I said it. You got a problem with it? Let him come see me. Okay, come on my panel, and I can duke it out on his panel. He ain't gonna come to my panel. I come on his panel. We'll duke it out on his panel. All right, you got up Mitchie X. So you are the only person that challenged these people, and that's what people forget. They don't mention that. They don't mention that you challenge these people and you put these people on a hot seat.
See, the last channel had big numbers. This one, because of Coons, that's the funny. You got this title of the show, Coons. You notice I don't like mentioning those people's name. The other guy, he knows their names, but he doesn't mention them, which is a good thing because they don't need to be mentioned. If you don't know them, nobody needs to know them. But they took down the damn channel because they were jealous and mad and shit. So before, all videos got tens of thousands of views and hundreds of thousands. But this one, less so. So now the people who love Michi X, when they come and see my channel now, they say, "Oh, you clout chasing."
Wow. Wow.
I mean, come on.
Nah. Michi X, she needs to go. She needs to go. She's a hypocrite, man. I try to listen to her. I wasn't even 2 minutes. I said, "Oh, I can't listen to her. Her mouth is so dirty. I don't even know how people put up with that." Yeah. And that Tommy Sotomayor, forget it. He's another one. He's another one that just, and then he's out here doing porn and trying to make extra money doing pornography. And this man got daughters. Like, you got daughters, dude.
Yeah.
Like, where's the dignity? But these people, they subscribe to these monsters. And we got monsters in our race. We have monsters in our race that took on the behavior of the enemy. Now they became the same people that we are fighting against. They mutated into the enemy now. So we are fighting two wars now. Two wars.
Yeah, Michi X is literally the enemy.
No, she is. She is. Oh, definitely she is. No doubt about that. No doubt about that, because she took on what her father was training her to do. She said, "Well, my daddy called me the N-word."
She didn't even take it on. That was within her. That's why I made that video, "The Devil Within."
I saw that. Yeah, good, great video. Yep.
So, because I don't like what she said about that plantation name, because that shows that we can't be the same people. She says our names are slave names, but her name is the real deal. The real deal what? The real deal Polish.
God. Oh my God. She remind me of that other biracial clown.
Zaza.
No, Zaza. She's another one. Oh my God, I can't stand her either.
She's been off the scene for a while. I know.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen her in a minute. But it was another one, Yvette Carnell chick. She's a new one.
Yeah. She disappeared too. Says she's coming back. Watch her come back with a whole new persona and probably subject matter. Watch.
Right. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
You don't just step off the scene for that long. And she was still making money, even though Tariq kind of messed up a little bit of what was going on with her, but she was still making a whole lot of money. So something's up. I told people to watch out for her years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if she lets all of her LGBTQT, whatever it is, hang out when she comes back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna come back strong too. It's gonna come back strong too. I feel it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, brother, let me get out of here.
I gotta give me something to eat.
Yeah, brother. Good. Thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate you.
All right,
my brother. And thanks to the chat. Thanks y'all for the chat. Y'all been very active. Check out my premieres. I got a premiere tomorrow. I got it throughout the week. Check them out. Just write your comments, in the chat, or write your comments and your what you think. And keep the likes up. You know what I mean? Share the video. So just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.